Hello guys, welcome to Swat&Vee channel. So I'm back again, and we're gonna continue from where we stopped on the previous video. So after NVC have received your petition from the USCIS, as I said in my previous video, do look into it, go through it, make sure everything is okay, make sure USCIS didn't make any errors and all that stuff. They will also do their own investigation. Yes, they are also going to do their own investigation. So what I want you guys to know that if you get approved by USCIS, it doesn't mean you are done. No, you can get approved and still be denied. Yep. Yeah, I know you'll be asking yourself why. Oh, USCIS has approved it, so why will you be denied? Is USCIS approving it is just the first step, but the most important of all is the interview. That is where the final decision will be made. That is where the final decision will be made. That is the interview. That's the step 3 where you get into the embassy. So when USCIS processes all the papers, the paperwork and all that stuff, and they create a case study for you, they will now send your petition to the embassy that your fiancé will be going for the interview. So like Ghana, they will send it to Accra or any region that they'll send it to Accra. So Accra, that's where the US embassy is in Accra. So which part of Ghana you are, whether you are from the Volta region, from the Tamale, wherever, you have to come down to Accra for the interview. I don't know for other countries though, but because I'm from Ghana, so I'm just using Ghana as an example because I'm familiar with Ghana. So they will send the petition to your to the embassy in Ghana. That's where your fiancé will go for the interview. So with that, you have to wait for the embassy to send you an email. This is where it gets a little tense because you don't know what's going on, you don't hear anything, because immediately your petition leaves to the embassy, it's kind of like you be in a suspense. You don't know what's going on. Nothing, no story. If you call USCIS, they're not going to tell you anything because they don't know what's going on. If you call NVC, they don't know what's going on. Now you have to deal directly with the embassy. So the embassy too, when you call them, it's a whole lot of process. So all they will tell you is just give them some time. They are still processing they're still processing it. So you just give them some time, like a month or 2. When they are done processing, going to it, creating the case study and all that stuff, that's where they will send you an email. So with the email that they will send to you, it will show you where you have to pay for your visa fees, where you are going to take your what do you call it? Yeah guys, sorry about that. Yeah, I got a new guest. That's V. Yeah, so as I was saying, when they send you an email, that's where they will show you, hey, you have to pay this fee. They will tell you the fee in dollars. They don't care whether they don't deal with Ghana cedis. They don't deal with Naira or any country. They deal with dollars. Yeah. So you have to pay it in dollars. So you pay it equivalent to the country that you are. So they will show you the bank that you have to go and pay for it. So the bank, make sure the bank that is they tell you, if it is a Ghana commercial bank, if it is a Nigerian bank, any bank that they tell you, just go straight to that bank.
Let me chip in. So at this stage, you just have to wait for them till they send you an email. because if you don't wait and you do something on your own, you are on your own. You've just, even they'll tell you, if after sending you the email, they'll tell you that don't pay it to any other bank or anything, because if you do that, you're on your own. So you just have to wait patiently for them to send you the email, and then you move on.
Yep. So as she said, just wait patiently. They will tell you what to do. The next step, just follow their lead. Don't rush. If you rush and you go and waste your money,
that's your problem.
That's your problem. No refund. You have to know that. So once they give you where you are going to pay the visa fee, the bank, you just go there, you pay it to them. They'll give you a receipt. Please make sure you get a receipt and keep it. It's if you lose the receipt,
very important.
If you lose the receipt, it's kind of like you are doomed, because you need the receipt to fill up the visa forms. Without the receipt, you can't fill up the visa forms. It's like you have not paid the visa fees. So please keep the receipt. It's very important. And also to show you which hospital you go and take your medical and the medical, the vaccination and all that stuff. They'll tell you which hospital you have to go to. So when you get the list of the hospital, you have to choose one. You give them a call, then they'll tell you the price of they'll tell you the price that they will charge you.
It's expensive though.
It's expensive.
In Ghana, it's 2,000 cedis. But I don't know for now if they've changed anything. But in Ghana, it's 2,000 cedis.
2,000, depending on the hospital that you're going to.
Yes.
Some are higher, some are lower.
It's between Akai and Holy Trinity Spa.
Yeah.
Hospital, Holy Trinity's hospital.
Yeah, they like the private hospitals, you know, because the private hospital charges a lot. They don't deal with public. They deal with you know, they need the profit, so they deal with the private, so they'll charge you a lot, so they can also get their share. So when you go and do your medicals, there are some things that won't be given to you. It will be sent directly to the embassy. There are some things so that they also give to you. There are some things that they will also give to you.
Yes.
It all depends. You know, it all depends.
I was given a CD in an envelope, which they sealed it. So they asked me not to open it, and then they are going to take my results directly to the embassy. So yes, so basically you're only given a CD sealed. So make sure that when you're going for the interview, you take it along.
Yeah. And just bear in mind that going for the medical and all that is not only for fiancé. It's for everybody coming to the US. You have to go through that stage. For what I know, you have to go, because when I was also coming here, I went through that process. So you have to go through but it's if you know you don't have any disease that will block your chances, you have no problem. You just do it. So when you are done, but make sure immediately the NVC. The NVC tells you your because they will send you an email when they send your petition to the embassy. Immediately you see that you get that email saying they have sent your petition to the embassy.
Okay, so when they send you the email, please, the first thing I will urge you to do is go in for the police report, because that one, like, it takes time. It may take 2 months, you know, like, unless maybe you know somebody or somebody knows somebody you know. That's when maybe you can get it faster. But if you want to save time, if you want to save your money, if you want to go the normal way, please go in for the police reports. That's the first thing I will urge you to do before even you go in for your medicals and to pay your visa visa fee.
Especially when you come from a country like Ghana, you have to go in for it fast, ahead of time, because you already know the Ghanaians will already tell you. So as she said, do your police report. Once you get that email, just go ahead, do the police report, get it off the way. When you get it, later the embassy itself will send you a link. The link, I will post the link in my description. the link that will send you, that will show you what to do, like where you'll be able to
pay your visa fee
when you have to apply for the visa.
Okay.
Yep. But there are also the link, it will also show you the bank, the link that will send you will also show you the bank, the prices of the categories, the visa categories, the fees and all that. It will also show you all that, and also it will take you to how to create your user, and also go inside and create the visa forms. So you can create, when you do get all that, just go ahead, when you pay the money, the visa fee, and you get the receipt, just when you come back home, just go ahead, fill up the forms, just get it up there. Because remember, the earlier you fill the forms, the better you will schedule for an interview. Because if you wait, they're also going to sit down and wait. They are not going to come to you and say, hey, why have you not filled your visa? No, they don't have time for you, because they are also dealing with other people. So always remember that you are in competition with others. You are in a queue with others. So when you get it, go ahead, get it off the way. But always remember, you will need the DS-160, the ID, the number on it. You will need it to fill up the forms, and also you will need the receipt number. The receipt, there is a number on the receipt. You need that number. You enter it into the forms. That will tell them, okay, yes, you have paid for the receipt. Yep. So when you are done with that, you schedule for the interview. They will give you the days that there is an availability.
Like 3 months.
Yeah, like probably like 3 months. So I think, it depends.
It depends
though. But roughly 3 months. Let's put it that way, 3 months.
3 months.
So you will choose. They'll give you the day. You choose the day that is most suitable for you, and it all comes with a time. So I think the time will be early in the morning. Yep, early in the morning. They like doing their interviews mostly early in the morning. Yeah, early in the morning. Depends on which category you are going for the interview with. So when you are done doing all that stuff, that's where you start preparing. Yeah, I know, you start preparing, because the interview is the last stage. That is
the final stage.
The final stage, where you will know whether you have been approved or denied. And always remember, it's very sad. You see me smiling, but it's very sad that you go through all this journey, all this painful journey, the sleepless night journey, and like the time wasting, and you get denied.
Like it mostly take like a year before this thing will be approved and everything, and then like imagine getting denied. Like
it's very painful. It's very painful. So here she will tell you how the interview will go about it, what you need to wear, like your outfit and all what you need to do. So right now, just focus on her. Don't look at how she's, I know she's charming, but don't focus on the charm. Focus on what she's about.
Okay, hello guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Please continue subscribing, sharing, and all that. Okay, so as he said, the most important thing is going for the interview and breaking through, because if you can you imagine wasting all this time and then getting denied, wasting sad. This money for even the medicals? It's crazy. So what I can tell you is most importantly, prayers, and then a lot of research, because I was always on my phone. Checking on different pages, platforms. Okay, so I was on YouTube mostly, and then most of the time is this Asians, most of the time this Philippines, even most of the time they'll be talking in their language, and then I look at them and I'm so what am I even watching? So I always okay, let me watch, maybe I might get something from it. I can watch their videos, and then I'll not get in it. I don't even understand what they will be saying. So I chanced upon a Nigerian lady. I think, yes, I saw her video and she was telling me, like, she was saying in her video how her interview went and all that. I was like, oh God. So I didn't even see a Ghanaian who has gone for an interview, like even a normal interview, like how the thing went, how everything. So I was like, okay, I'm praying to God, like when I get here, I'll also do a K1 visa interview for people who also want to get here, because it was so tiring, because like I wanted to do more investigations, like no more, and then I was not getting anything. So I was like, when I come here, I'm going to help at this. So that's it. Okay, so I was scheduled at 7. I was scheduled at 8 o'clock in the 8 o'clock a.m. in the morning. So I got there at 7:30 a.m. 7:30. Please get there maybe even an hour, because I live closer to the place. So I got there 7:30 a.m. and then by 7:50 we were asked to line up. Those in Ghana will know how it is. You go and stand under the tree. You go and stand under the tree. So yeah, we were asked to line up, and then our passport was checked, our receipts, and the DS 160, and our normal passport, which is the American size passport, which was checked before we were asked to go in. Please, about the dressing, if you're going for an interview, like wear something casual, because I wore a straight dress. Make sure you're not exposing anything. Don't wear skimpy dresses or anything. Wear something that you'll be very comfortable in. And then I wore a sandals, not a flat sandals though, but it wasn't a high heel to like a wedge. And then I did my eyebrows, something small, not this makeup though, but something light. And then I used my lip balm just to have this nice facial thing. Yeah, so that was how I dressed. If you're going as a banker, you know how to dress. If you're going for business class, whatever visa, you should know how to dress. Like all these things count. Your appearance speaks a lot. So yeah, they checked our passports, our passport pictures, our DS 160, and yeah, I think that's the only things they checked. And then we were asked to go in. So we sat down, and then that's how you see people praying and all that. The place was really tense, because everybody is praying to get that visa. So the place was really, really, really tense. I won't like to even. I was sitting down, and then I was shaking, but I was like, "Hey, I'm coming in for this."
So how was the atmosphere?
Very tensed, tense, because I think my interview was between marriage people, like those people coming for their wives, and then K1, and those people coming for their mothers, like old parents, maybe for vacation or whatever. Yeah, so that's why you could see the old ladies, they'll be praying and all that. So I was called, and then I went, and then I presented my passport. The lady asked for my passport, and then I presented, and then she was looking at it in a funny way, as if my passport wasn't genuine. So my heart started skipping, because I was like, hey, this is the passport, this is the main thing that they are going to issue the visa into. So if this thing has a fault, then so she looked at it, and then she took it to her colleague inside, and I think her colleague too took it, and then she looked at it, and she was like, okay, she should carry on. Then I was like, oh God, thank you, because if this thing has a problem, then I didn't know what to do. So she gave it to me. She gave it back, and she asked me that, am I prepared? And I was like, yes. And she asked me that I should go and sit down, and then prepare all my documents till the counselor calls me, and then interview me. I was like, thank you. So I went to sit beside a certain lady, and then I think her husband was coming for her, and then the way she has packed her pictures, her album photo, And then her photo book, she was having an album, and then she was having a photo book.
Wow.
And even there were some documents or some photos in a sack. I don't know if if it was this wall picture that she had it in a sack or anything. So I then there like I became so sad. I was like, hey, what am I having? Even maybe the pictures that I'm having with my friends, like they are all, I didn't, like there was no album. I didn't even put it in an album. I just had it. I just had it like that. I didn't put it in an album or nothing. I was just going like, hey, these are the people. So like when I saw that, I was like, nah, this is not going to work for me.
So when you're going for the interview, what and what do they have to go with?
Okay, so when you're going for the interview, you have to get your passport pictures, evidence. The evidence, maybe when you guys have some pictures, the pictures, make sure you have the location, the time, because all those things are very important. And the ring that your fiancé proposed to you with. And then and maybe your chats, or maybe when you guys have some money transfers or anything. Yeah, those are the things.
So basically what they are trying to say is what the the fiancé abroad sent to the
USCIS, it's like money transfers, like everything, that the evidence that he produced to the USCIS for them to approve, you know. You have to send it to your interview, because the counselors already know that that's what your fiancé sent to the USCIS. That's where you are approved, but they won't ask you. They are just waiting to see if you're going to bring it or not. They are there to refuse you. So if you also go there and stand there just like that, you're going to be refused or denied a visa. So yeah, so when the woman told me that, and when I saw the woman with the sack and all this, and I became frightened, because I was like, all I have is just this picture, and then like it's not even in an album. Like, is this normal? So I was like, hey girl, you came in for the visa, so you just relax. And then I cautioned myself, and then I was back to normal. So yeah, they were calling people were going and all that. I didn't talk to people, like at the same time they'll be watching you guys. So when you go to the interview, don't be talking to people and laughing and all that. You just sit down calmly and wait for them to call you. Like you went there for an interview, so just sit down quietly. They call you, you go in for your interview, then you go back home. That's the only thing I can say. So yes, I was called, and then I walked there boldly. I was like, hey, I'm coming for the visit. So yes, I walked in there boldly. And then when I went, she was like, hey, hi. I said, like, hi, how are you? I said, I'm good. And you? She was like, good. Okay. And she asked me, so what's your name? I mentioned my name. Your fiance's name? I mentioned his name, his date of birth, his address. And then I mentioned all that. Like, the woman was not looking at me, but I was just smiling. I was just smiling, standing there comfortably. Just say to yourself that, hey, I'm coming in for this visa. Like, be bold. Don't go there and then be shaking, because she was not looking at me, but I think she was just looking at my composure and all that. So please, when you go there, just smile. Like, smile to yourself. Even when she's not looking at you, just smile. Smile, 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 smile. So she asked me my date of birth and all that, and then I answered, and he asked about my fiancé's address. I mentioned his work, where he works. Like, you have to know all these things. If truly the person is your fiancé, you have to know all these things, because hey girl, make sure you're going for, hey guy, make sure you're going for this. So yes, so she asked, and then she was just typing. She was not even typing on her computer, typing. I was like, I asked, please, can I show you some evidence? And she was like, oh, okay. So I pushed my photos to her, and she looked. Then she was looking at it, and she asked me. I think she saw a picture of me and my mother-in-law. She was like, who is this? I was like, oh, my mother-in-law. Oh, okay, you guys are close. I was like, yes. Okay. She asked me when was the last time I saw her, and I told her. And she asked me when was the last time I saw my fiancé, and I told her. And then she asked me, when did my fiancé migrate to the US? sometimes they use this English, and then some people might get confused. Migrated means when was the when did the person come in the US, like travel to the US? That's the meaning of migrated. So like you have to get these vocabs. It might confuse somebody, but it's something simple. So yes. And then I answered her. I told her the date that my fiancé migrated. So I showed her our chart, our pictures, money transfers, and like I was pushing the evidence to her. And then she was like, it's okay, it's okay. I was like, oh, you sure? That, you know, okay. She like, it's okay. And then I was like, oh, okay. So I was just waiting for him. Like, the way she was asking me the questions and I was answering, I was very comfortable because even though she was not looking at me and I was smiling, the questions kept coming in and I was answering because I was very comfortable. I didn't feel pressured and I didn't feel that, oh, okay, maybe I'm shaking, like I'm not getting this right. If you feel that way, like you're going to, we had a nice convo. I would say that, like, yes, we had a convo. I wouldn't say it was like it was an interview. Let's say it was a convo because of the way the questions were coming and the answers were flowing. So yeah, so so she was not looking at me, she was just typing. Then she was like, did he give you any financial support? I was like, yeah, your affidavit of support from your fiancé is also very much important. Let me use all this word, also very much important. So yes, she asked me, that was the only thing I didn't give her. So she asked me if my fiancé gave me any financial support, and then I gave it to her, and she was like, oh, okay. She just glanced through and then she gave it back to me. And then so I was standing there, so she was still on her computer. So the next thing I heard was like, Mom, whenever you get to the US and you find yourself in trouble, oh my God, that's why you're like, hey girl, I've made it. So yes, that's how my interview went. So like when I heard that whenever you get to the US and then you find it, that's where I knew I've made it. So like even all she was saying, I didn't even remember. All I heard was whenever you get to the, I was just smiling. I couldn't shout though, but I was just smiling to myself. When I went out, I just like, oh God, thank you. I just thank God. Picked the taxi, went home, and then when I got home, I pranked my mom. I pranked my fiancé. I told him I didn't get it, and he was about to cry. Then I told him the good news, and then yes, God is good. I will urge you like to pray, because prayer is the most important thing that I won't lie about. Prayer, because these people, they can sometimes, you know. So please pray. Prayer is the most, and a lot of research. If I tell you the research that I did, like there are certain things that is not necessary. Like I kept asking him questions, like certain things that are not necessary. I kept asking him. Sometimes he gets upset and all that, but hey, girl, if you want to go for it, like do it. And, ask all the stupid questions.
Yep, that's she said. I was about to say that.
Ask all the stupid questions.
All the stupid questions, because all the stupid questions that comes to your mind, just ask your fiancé. Because the stupid questions, they see it as sensible questions.
Because like I was not even expecting. I think I asked him like 3 days to the interview. I asked him, "Oh, when did you get to the US?" You see, and that was the question that I was asked. Like the common ones that we already know. Oh, there's like they were not even asked. Like, so yes, any stupid question, just ask, just to be on the good side.
Yeah, and also you can also go to Google, and also you can type in interviews, like embassy interviews. They will give you a sample, the K1 interview, K1 interviews. They will give you samples of the questions that they ask, but don't base all your attention on that questions, because you can go and they won't even ask anything in that. So it's just a practical thing, just to get you started.
Search for anything.
So it will just give you, okay, they can ask you this, they can, but always remember, ask your fiancé the stupid questions.
Everything, like anything
Like,
stupid.
They can ask you random questions, things that you don't know of. That is what they're going to ask
Things
you.
that you don't even think is necessary.
Right, that's what they're going to ask you. Always be prepared. Always be prepared, and always remember, as she said earlier, research is very important. And also, every evidence that your fiancé used to file, make sure you have everything from A to Z. Because if you have it, just when you get to the embassy, as she was saying, just throw it on them. Push
your
it
evidence,
to them.
you just give them. They might not ask.
Just give it to them.
Just ask her, can I show you some photos? She'll say yes. Definitely, she's going to say yes. And then push it to her.
Just push it.
Our charts, money transfers, everything. You just push it to her.
So just do it, and also remember
him or her might be
him or her, whoever is going for the interview, and always remember, as she was saying, smile, because that's is what they need. Because
smile,
if you go and
be bold,
you
just
are kind of like never
say to yourself that, hey, I'm coming for this visa.
Right.
Like, say to yourself, it's my right to go and be with my fiancé. So you say, hey, I'm coming for, because like just remember, like, you can't make your fiancé or fiancé like waste all this money and go and timidly stand there and
like,
waste like
when you get there, just feel free, even though the
place is very tense,
you get nervous. Just
you definitely get nervous, because even doing the research alone will even get you nervous. That one is true. I went through all that. Like, it got to a time where I was like, no, I can't do this. I said it to myself a couple of times. My mom was there to help, my fiancé was there, like everybody was there to help. So yes, say to yourself that prayer to just pray.
And pray. As long as the relationship is genuine, you have the evidence, you have the everything that they need, they can't deny you. Just it all depends on your appearance.
That's what I'm telling you, to dress nicely.
Let the conversation be friendly, like you're chatting.
Even though she was not looking at me,
but they don't look.
I was still smiling.
They don't look.
And then standing there perfectly, waiting for her to ask. But I realized that she was not asking anything again. And then I asked her, please, can I show you some evidence? And she was like, yes, ma'am. And I started showing it to her. Please don't go and stand there, and then since she's not asking anything, you need to be standing there.
Don't wait for them to ask.
She will deny you, because she just wants to deny you.
Right, they just want to deny you. When they deny you, the money wasted. They're not going to found it.
And the time, like 1 year.
Effort, so always remember, just stay focused. Get all your evidence. If you know the relationship is not genuine, please don't even waste your time. Don't even waste your resources.
Make sure you memorize everything that you said. Maybe you've like you said, you've dated 3 years. Maybe you said you dated like dates. Most importantly, like, remember dates. Dates are very important, please. If there's, because most of the questions she asked me was about dates, and I kept giving it to her. I kept mentioning the dates. So she was like, wow. She knew that, hey, this girl is telling the truth, because if I could remember the dates, when the last day I saw his mom, like I mentioned everything in dates. I didn't just mention the day. Oh, maybe I saw her on 19th December 20. Like, yes, when you mention the dates, they go with you.
So just be vigilant, be focused. It's very simple. It's very hectic. But with determination, you can pull it out. You can pull this thing off very quick. But always remember, stay focused. The evidence is the most important thing.
More research.
Prayer. Pray. Always ask the stupid questions. Yes, some questions are annoying, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta do to get here. It's not an easy journey.
Not that.
Not, because it's painful. It's a long way. It's a long way. But as she said, just listen to what she said. go in with the confidence, be bold, smile, pushing the evidence.
Don't be talking to the people you meet there.
Just be in your on your
Focus
seat.
on yourself.
And don't let the atmosphere confuse you. Don't let the atmosphere
I was scared though.
Make you scared and feel like, oh, the document that you're having is
it's
not enough.
Like, that's what I said to myself.
Some people will come with
and please make sure you go in with your ring, the ring your fiancé proposed to you.
Yeah, if you can wear it, just wear it.
Please
just go and she'll see that yes.
She didn't ask me though, but I was wearing it.
They are not going to ask you for anything, but just push it to them. Push it. Push the evidence. Push the evidence. Before you realize, but if they, in case they need more evidence, they will tell you, they'll give you some paper or so. They need more evidence, they will tell you they need more evidence. Yeah, but if unfortunately they think you don't qualify, that's where they will also give you a paper telling you the reason to why you got denied. But if you also get approved, they also give you a paper.
Give you a paper like that's the first thing she'll tell you.
Related to your traveling. That should tell you that you have been approved.
When you are being approved, she'll tell you like, okay, so ma'am, whenever you go to the US and you find it, like if you hear that thing, you should know that. You should know you've already made it, okay?
Yeah. So guys,
thank you so
much.
Thank
you so much.
Okay, and then my visa was even issued in 3 days.
Yeah, 3 days.
So it's that simple.
3 days. That's very
3 days.
Yeah, 3 days. Some will take time. It all depends.
Mm-hmm.
So guys,
thank you so much.
Thank you so much for being with us. This just to show you guys how to go ahead with the K1 visa and all that. So just go through step by step. Listen to everything. If you need anything, I'm ever ready.
Don't hesitate. Just ask.
I'll just reply
because we know how it is to spend all this money and then yes. So please, if you need anything, don't hesitate to ask. We are ever ready to tell you how everything went.
Right.
Even one-on-one, we are even ready to give our numbers out if you need any help.
Right.
So please don't hesitate.
I can also help you out to fill out the forms if you need it. Everything. I'm ever ready. So if you need any, just leave the comment. Just share it to someone, because maybe someone
call your friends to subscribe. We'll just help you.
Just share it to your friends. Let them subscribe. Continue watching, and we'll be bringing you more videos. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. See you on the next channel. Adios.